Hey y'all, sprinkle, sprinkle. How are y'all today? Post out. All right. I had to post that I was live. Welcome everyone. I drink my beverage. I'm drinking Raspberry Rose. It's a prebiotic soda by Poppy. Very nice. How are y'all this wonderful afternoon? I've been swimming, as you can see. My hair is curly today. You missed me? Aw, thank y'all. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You been missing me? I've been on TikTok a few times, but I really had to I had a lot of stuff to do this week and I'm still pretty busy, but I am here for you. So the video is how to get him to open up. Now I have this fake background because I'm in the middle of a move. And right now it's pretty bare where I am. So we're doing the fake background until all my things arrive. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. So this is how you get him to open up. So where I get the information today, I've been reading my little book by Robert Greene, Daily Laws. And this takes from the 48 Laws of Power and Seduction, The Art of Seduction, Mastery, Strategy, and Human Nature. This takes from all of his best books. And it gives you like a daily... Oops, sorry, y'all. It gives you like... Let me just take the background off. It's just very plain, but hold on. It gives you like a daily... Let me just take it off. Here we go. It gives you like a daily thing to read for each day, and it gives you like a lot of insight and information on just life and people and power and seduction and just all this stuff in general. So, Daily Laws by Robert Greene. So, in the 48 Laws of Power, there's lots of strategies that people use to get other people to open up. And I've been reading those books forever, for many, many years. Many, many years. So, okay. Yes. The many, many, many years. One way to get someone to open up to you, whether you know them for a long time or a short time, is to tell them something about yourself that is a fake secret, something fake, okay? So that they feel trustworthy enough to open up to you about something in their lives that possibly is true. And so I know a lot of people do this because I've been around a long time and I've seen people do this and I've witnessed other people do this. I've seen men do this. I've seen women do this. But women, they're good at it because we're better actresses. So you put out a false secret and then they seem, like they should share something. They feel like they are obligated to share something with you as well. And so they think you're coming from a place of honesty. So they're going to possibly come from a place of honesty and tell you something about themselves that they may have never revealed to you prior in order for, the score to be even. So you just put out fake secrets. I've done a video like this in the past on this channel and we called it Truth Sandwich. Make a truth sandwich. Mix false with truths. That way there's a bit of truth mixed into it so they don't know. And it sounds believable, and then they'll open up to you about whatever it is, you're needing them to open up about, or whatever they feel like they should open up about. So, yeah, definitely. So, for example, if you want to know that if he's married or has kids, but you think he's going to lie to you, you talk about something that maybe he doesn't know about you, but it could be totally true. Or totally false, whichever one. So if you want to see if he has kids, you could say something like, oh, well, my brother or my uncle, just name a male family member. he's going through it right now with his child's mother. And, I kind of feel bad for, like, take the side of the guy. And if you want him to reveal something to you, like, he'll be like, yeah, I'm having the same problem, because he thinks you understand and that you're sympathetic towards the male in that situation. And so you're not even asking him if he has kids. You're talking about your family member. And he's going to start to bring his stuff up if he has same issue. You know what I mean? Because he thinks you're already okay with it just by you talking about it and taking the side of whoever it is, So that's what you do. And, you'll learn a lot more than you might have learned if you hadn't, said something, maybe a little story or a truth sandwich to get them to open up about their situation. You have never found out because they would have either lied to you or avoided the question. Okay. Yes. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If it's real, they'll keep talking about it a lot in the future. If it's fake, they might forget it or might need reminding, or, you know what I mean? Most people, especially men, they're really bad with lying. And so they'll forget some of their lies sometimes. So if they're consistent with whatever they're talking about, it's probably true for the most part. Thank you. Yeah. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So hold on 1 second, y'all. 1 second. I'm so sorry. Okay, yeah. I was just checking something. There's so many good tidbits in this book and in the 48 Laws of Power that you can definitely get a lot of. There's like subtle superiority strategy. There's there's one that I read today for today's date, which is May 25th, I think. Is it the 25th? And it was about how people draw you into their drama so that they can get your attention. And you're making them a priority. So they'll create fake drama and drag you into it so that you can make them a priority and become emotionally attached to them, and feel guilty for not engaging if you choose not to engage. They say it comes from childhood and not getting enough attention from their parents. And the only way that they could get attention was through negative, actions or negative things. So they'll drag that into their relationships in the future. So if you are dating somebody with that didn't get a lot of attention as a child, maybe they were a middle child, or maybe they had like lots of siblings, or their parents were busy, a lot of the times they like to start fake drama. So like when you start dating somebody, it's good to know if they got enough attention as a child, or if they had a lot of siblings. This is the book. If they had a lot of siblings to where they'd have to fight for attention. Okay, so that's a good thing. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You started working at a hookah bar as a hookah girl. Okay, to make some extra money for level up to save. Oh my gosh, any tips on how I can get men to give me bigger tips? Sprinkle, sprinkle. I would say wear feminine colors if you are allowed to wear whatever clothes you have. I don't know if y'all have a uniform, but definitely do like pink nails, pink lipstick, or like just do real girly girl colors, because men seem to want to tip women that look more girly girl than just, regular colors. So I would say do more of like pinks, pink makeups, pink nails, maybe some pink blush, like just do the most to be your most feminine looking. And maybe use a more feminine sounding voice, like go a couple of octaves up. Like, this is my regular talking voice, but if I'm trying to get some cash, if I was a hookah girl like you, I'd be like, hi, how are y'all doing today? I'd up the voice. Thank you, D Desi. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So yes, feminine power. Up that voice a few octaves like this. Smile and wear your pink and smell very good. Okay, men will tip that. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. You said it makes them look more like you need them. Yes. Agree with the smooth voice. And y'all, my voice might not be the best right now because I've been coughing a lot. Sasha is still coughing. She's very sick. Like I told you, we had like some mold stuff in our house. That's why, we were looking for new places. And a lot of times you got to get out of the toxic environment in order, for all that stuff to go away and go, get detoxed and stuff like that. So I've been, trying to, what do you call it? Recuperate. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, Lena. You're wearing a cute lace tank top. It shows a little cleavage. My man told me I should act my age and that I'm old. You're 29. Okay. Tell him you're still young to an old man. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. Tell him you're still young to a 55 and 60-year-old. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Like, this is why I don't date men my own age. If when I was younger, I would never date anybody my own age because people think you're old at 25 because their wallet is young. Okay? Their wallet is just young. Okay? Don't listen to guys that call you old, that you're still in your 20s or 30s. Just go get an older man and you'll always be younger than him. I don't know why y'all date men y'all own age. That's the stupidest thing a woman could ever do. All right. For real. Don't do it. Because first of all, like, he's opening up about how he feels about you. He knows you still young, you look good, and he can literally crush your self-esteem so that you won't wear stuff like that anymore to get older men's attention because he already knows women like older men with money. So just go find you one since he's so insecure about that. How do you get what? Okay, T asks, how do you get money from male friends and coworkers? By pretending like you left your purse at home. Duh. Oh, I don't have it. I forgot it at home. What am I going to do? Let them rescue you. Or just ask them. Don't say borrow. Just ask. If they say no, a lot of times they'll try to step out of the friend zone. They might give you money, but they might want to act more than friends at some point eventually. So just be careful with that. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, Daniela. I appreciate you. Okay, Dee says she's going on a date with a guy who promised you Chanel when he sees me today. What to do if he doesn't have it when I show up? Block him. Is he gonna show up with perfume or a purse? Okay, we'll see. Hopefully he shows up with something, ma'am. Sprinkle. Sure, block him if he don't show up with nothing Chanel because he lied to you to get you to treat him nice all week. Okay. What? Yeah, I've been at the pool, y'all. Y'all can tell. Y'all look at I'm getting my summer color. Mm-hmm. Okay. I went one day when I was feeling slightly better, trying to get my vitamin D. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, so another way to get him to open up. Another way to get him to open up is to stop asking questions. Like if something is wrong, like if you're already in a relationship and something is wrong, the worst thing you can do is keep asking questions. All you got to do is just let them talk or start giving unsolicited advice about what you think is wrong. And if he gets tired of listening to the unsolicited advice that has nothing to do with what is, or it could tie into what is wrong, he'll start telling you. Okay. So that's another way. Like if he's not opening up to you, just start guessing. And if the guesses are too left field and it's totally wrong, he'll start telling you the truth. Or, he'll correct you because you're not going to let up. But don't ask, just assume. Once you go into your own narrative about something and you just start assuming something and it may not be true, they'll start to correct you and give you the truth. So that's another way. Just start assuming stuff, but not over the top, but just something that's way off. So they don't feel like it's an argument, but more like, well, they're really concerned, so maybe I should just tell them, so just think it's like something totally different than what you may think it is. So for example, if they're being all quiet and you don't know what's wrong and they may be mad at you, just pretend it's not you at all and just like, is it your mother again? Or something that you're, aware of that he might be upset about sometimes. Oh, is it your job again? Are you afraid? Like go all the way left so he'll correct you. All right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. So a lot of times women don't know how to do that gracefully. So you just have to like mix lies with truth, admit something false about you so that they can tell you something real about themselves. Assume something if they're not talking to you so that they can correct you with the truth or whatever it is that they're trying to keep from you so that they can open up. Okay. A lot of times people will lie because they're ashamed of their past or their childhood. And a lot of times you're not going to get that out of certain people sometimes until much later. So a lot of times you just need to talk about your childhood and make up some fake stuff about it. Not real bad, but enough to make them open up about theirs. Because sometimes when you're dealing with certain people, their childhood is very important to know about before you start dealing with them in a relationship. Okay. So just start making up fake stuff about your stuff and hopefully they'll open up about theirs. But don't make it to where it's so bad that, it's something that you wouldn't want yourself to be associated with. Just give a little tidbits, even if it's fake. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said self-obsessed. Yes. Be very if you're self-obsessed, people will love to do things for you all the time because they're going to be obsessed with you too. It's just a vibe. I know people don't believe it, but if you just try it for like a couple of weeks, you'll see. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. You got to be self-obsessed. That means you can't be a pick-me with any man. If you're self-obsessed, you know you're the prize. And you will do nothing but act like a prize. And that's it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said I'm not allowed to leave you for 7 whole days. I'm sorry. Sprinkle, sprinkle, Miss Bree. I know y'all missed me. I missed y'all too. That's why I was like, because I wasn't even going to go live today. I was like, you know what? Let me go live. It's been so long. I don't usually go live on a Sunday. I don't usually go live on the weekend. But I missed y'all too. So thank y'all. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And plus, it's summertime now. So y'all, I'm not up early in the morning like I usually am because I get to sleep in finally. Okay. Mm-hmm. What does self-obsessed mean? It means you are the number one priority in your life. You are the most important. You are all that. If anybody steps to you, they better come correct. You got high standards and you will not be bending them for anyone. You are self-obsessed. Obsessed with your looks, your plans, your life, everything. If someone wants to enter into your world, they have to bend to your standards. That's self-obsessed. Okay. It's, yes, main character energy. That's for sure. You got to have main character energy, high self-esteem, high standards, all of the above. And people will definitely recognize that and treat you accordingly, just how you treat yourself. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mm-hmm. You said, what? Thank y'all so much. I appreciate y'all. So it is summertime, and unfortunately, I will have to leave you again in a week and a half because I'm going on vacation. But I will try to vlog while I'm there, and when I come back, if I can put some stuff out on Instagram, or when I come back, I'll make a little vlog video. But I definitely am going to go on vacation in June. So, but I will definitely try to keep y'all in the loop. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And I've been meeting so many of y'all out and about. Oh my gosh. Everyone is so sweet. Mm-hmm. I know, y'all. Don't y'all get tired of seeing me? I hope not. Y'all see me all the time. I'll try. I'm gonna try to vlog if I can and post up somewhere, but you know, probably not gonna be able to until I get back. But we'll see. I'll try. So you need our daily class? Yes. You go through the old videos? Okay, author, sprinkle, sprinkle. That's nice. I have so many old videos y'all can watch for days and weeks without missing me, y'all. Just click the like button on the old ones. It can sprinkle, sprinkle. So if you're dating someone close to your age, which I don't recommend, but if you are, a lot of men y'all's age, your own age, are competitive. So if you play on people's competitive spirit, knowing you plan to let them win and whatever it is you're doing, they're going to feel like they're all that, and they're going to feel very manly and masculine next to you. This is why a lot of women kind of let men win in like little competitions, or they play dumb, or they let the man shine in certain areas because they want something from them, you know. And I always tell y'all this. I say, if you want to make a man feel confident, you know, brag about him in front of other people, talk him up, let him win little stupid games or competitions that y'all may have. Because at the end of the day, the true power is going to lie with what he wants to do for you making him feel like he's all that. You know what I mean? So he's more likely to do more for you if he feels like a hero or like a winner in your presence. You know. Thank you, the divine goddess. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You've inspired me. More than just finding a wealthy partner, I want to have my own YouTube channel where I teach people how to have access to nice spaces, going to yacht clubs or private jet exposes and playing golf, etc. Okay, well, ma'am, have a wonderful time doing that, and I wish you the best of luck. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yes. Good luck with it. And, you know, have fun with it too. Like, if you're going to do YouTube, you should definitely have fun and you should love what you do. So make sure you love that, because it gets fun and you get more out of it if you enjoy it. Definitely. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said that's why you always try to compliment him in front of people or sometimes in private. Yeah, that's how you do it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. A lot of people don't realize that just a little compliment and a little ego boost goes a long way with men, especially with women. Okay. Thank you. Yes, boost his ego only if it benefits you in the future or in the present. So like, also men will open up to you if you have, okay, so like say you specialize in something that they have questions about. So if you're an expert in a certain area, or if you specialize in something, men will gravitate more towards you and ask you questions and just give you information about themselves, like random information about themselves. If you are going to give them advice. So you'll learn a lot about a lot of people if you are one of like an advice giver like me. I learn a lot about people because I give advice. So if you, whatever your little specialty is, whatever your niche is, whatever your profession is, people will naturally give you more information than they would normal other people, because you are giving information. So if you're someone that gives out information for a living, or, if you're an expert on something, people will open up to you faster. Okay. So I learned a lot about people, men and women. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Also, okay, so there's another one that I talk about. Stop being so nice. Okay. Sometimes being too nice is a red flag for people, and they don't feel like giving or opening up with you because they don't really feel like you're being genuine, or that you're intelligent enough to understand what they're going through if you're super nice all the time. You know what I mean? Okay, Laura says she's 22. She has her boyfriend for 2 years, lived together for 1 year. He pays rent and dinner, but not much else. He's 10 years older. What to do? Leave. Sprinkle, sprinkle. He's 10 years older than you and can't do nothing else. He would be paying the same amount of money if you were there or not. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right, go find you a man that can, if you're dating someone that much older than you, they should have everything. You know what I mean? When you were born, they were 10 years old. They were already in what, the 4th grade? They should have had it together by then. All right, sprinkle, sprinkle. Go 15 years older, because that still might be too young. Some people are behind. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. So another way to get men to open up. Well, I was talking about not being so nice. They don't respect nice women. They don't want to open up to nice people because their answers or whatever it is they're responding to is just going to be, oh, well, don't worry, everything's going to be okay. They don't want that fake, too nice response. They want a real person to talk to if they're going to open up to you about something real. So they don't need like the super nice chick. They don't really open up to super nice girls. They don't. They just, because they already know what type of answers and responses they're going to get from super nice girls. They're not going to get the truth. They're just going to get, oh, it's going to be okay. Okay. Thank you, Hallie Cherry. Sprinkle, sprinkle. A man you never met is inviting you to Florida, where he goes to see his daughter. He said he's driving and will pick me up. How do I make him get me and my sister tickets to fly there and pay for the hotel? I don't agree with any of this at all. I'm not getting ready to meet no strange man I ain't never met in Florida. That's number one. I ain't gonna do none of that. And if he's driving there, he's broke. And how are you gonna ask somebody who's driving to Florida to go see his daughter, who he's probably still attached to the baby mama somehow, some way? Why are, like, that's Loserville. Sprinkle, sprinkle. No, I'm not doing it. Why not somewhere? Why not the Bahamas? Why not Hawaii? Like, why he's driving and you're finna beg him for tickets? He can't even afford tickets for himself. Sprinkle, sprinkle. He sounds he doesn't sound too good. Like, that's a hard no for me. Sorry, sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, Melanie. I appreciate you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. I'm not doing that, man. Like, go do something else this summer. Yes. maybe something more safe and less pick me ish. Yes, thank you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Unless you go on to Disney World. No, I'm not doing that. Don't do it. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. When you're out and about and you're in a crowd or a room full of people, maybe you're at a gala, a party, and you're just trying to make small talk with people or you're trying to freestyle, the best thing to do is remain mutable, or remain not taking any sides of anything, like not political. You don't have an opinion on this, you don't have an opinion on that, but you will engage in conversation. This way, people will tell you everything without holding back because you're not biased. Okay, so you get to know the real them. Thank you, Princess Hannah. Thank you, ma'am. I appreciate you. Happy holidays to you too, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. See, some of y'all have very hard-formed opinions about certain things, and you're never going to get certain information or people to open up to you about certain things because they fear judgment from you. So when you don't have a political view, you don't have a political opinion, when you don't have an opinion about this, but you are interested in the topic and you will discuss it, you will learn so much more about certain people and their opinions about things just by being open versus fixed on, one particular thing. It's Memorial Day, I guess, tomorrow. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yes. Yeah, no one really, a lot of people don't care about politics, but they'll listen to other people talk about them unbiased. So you learn a lot more than other people. You know what I mean? Another way to get people to open up is to not be so emotional. If you're very emotional, people don't want to confide in you. People don't want to tell you a lot of things. If you are more logical, people will open up to you a lot more because they think that you're more level-headed. You know what I mean? So the less emotional you are as a person, the more people seem to want to open up around you versus not want to open up around you because they don't know how you're going to react. They don't know how you're going to feel, if you're going to take things personally, and they don't want to deal with extra drama on top of whatever they're already dealing with or whatever you're trying to get out of them. So you got to maintain your emotions because a lot of men will not talk to a woman or tell an over emotional woman about anything because he doesn't want to deal with the drama that comes with it. So, and this is where a lot of men start lying to women because they don't want the reaction. They don't want the reaction that comes with the truth. So a lot of times women are so, why are men such liars? Because you're such emotional responders. When I say make yourself a priority, keep your standards high, be self-obsessed, be main character energy, you're not going to get all upset over something that's not, about you. You're not going to start taking everything personally and upset about everything because you are the main character, you are the main energy. And, whatever they're going through, you're not going to take it personally or overreact. You're like, oh, well, I'm so sorry that happened. Well, what are you going to do about it? Well, thanks for telling me. I'm sure that it'll work itself out. You're not going to be overly upset, overly emotional. So the less emotions you have, the more people will open up to you, even men. A lot of women keep asking me, what would you do if he's emotionally unavailable or avoiding you or da da da? It's because you're too emotional yourself. You got enough emotions for both of y'all. Okay? That's why. So remember that. Less emotional will get you more communication. You just started talking to a recently divorced man, Melody. Okay. You're his first date post-split. Okay. How do you make sure you don't mess it up? Seems like a kind provider and could really work. Or you're the rebound chick, so get the money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Just get the money, man. It'll work if you spend it. If you're going to be somebody's rebound, make sure, they're rebounding with that wallet. Make them take you shopping. Make them take you to nice places. You know what I mean? You don't want to be someone's rebound chick. You want to be, unless they're giving you money. They're not giving you no money? Bounce. You don't want to be the rebound chick that's not getting nothing. Okay. For real. Because all he's going to talk about is his ex. So you might as well get some money. Mm-hmm. Or he's going to be thinking about his ex the whole time. So you might as well be getting money. How to make him spend if he's never spent before and you have S together? You shouldn't be rolling around in a bed with somebody that hasn't paid for anything, ma'am. That's mistake number one. You stop rolling around the bed with him. And if he and have high standards, next time he wants to see you, say, okay, well, you're taking me. Tell him what he's gonna do. You're going to take me here. Okay, you're going to buy me dinner. Okay, you're going to do this. Tell him what he's going to do. I mean, ask and tell them. You already did. You already rolled around on the mattress with him. He should have a few bucks in his pockets for you, ma'am. Sprinkle. And for future reference, don't roll around on the mattress with people that can't do nothing for you. There you go. All right. Don't do it. The best way to get him to buy you stuff is to tell him what he finna do. All right, you're taking me here. You're taking me there. Let's go. I have on something cute. Just already assume he's gonna say yes and tell him what he's gonna do. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Anyway. Okay, so a lot of times men or anybody in general don't want to open up to people because they don't want to face the reality of their truth. So if you start talking about their reality, you know what I mean? They may not want to create a fantasy of delusion and lies around themselves. If you start to super focus on their reality, Thank you, ma'am, Springer, for being a member. So, for example, if you get a talker who has all these dreams and hopes but never takes action, you need to bring him back down to earth instead of letting him fly away in his delulu if he has no actions or he doesn't get up off the couch and just plays video games all day. You say, well, how are you going to do that playing video games all day? Bring them back to reality. And, they'll be like, okay, well, I'm just saying that because, you're on my case all the time about me doing something and I don't know what I want to do. Like, they'll tell you the truth. They don't know what they're going to do. Instead of making up fake stuff that they never plan on doing. Just like, well, how are you supposed to do that on a video game all day? I don't know. Most people that I know that are successful actually get up and leave the house and do something, but you're not doing that. So your reality is not going to be what you're thinking it's going to be. You got to bring them back to reality. And that's if you're in a long-term relationship or in a relationship with somebody that's not doing the most. You got to bring them to their reality because they're in fantasy land all the time, especially if they're playing video games. You got to bring them out of it. Or they're watching too much TikTok, get rich quick reels and TikToks and don't actually know how to do it. You said, how can you humble a man? By talking to another one. Sprinkle. By asking another one a question that other one don't have an answer to. By asking the other one about what, how he's this and that when the other one is lacking in that area. You know what I mean? Or brag on another man in front of them. About how you like how they do this or how they do that. It doesn't have to be someone you're interested in. It could be someone that you've known for a long time. It could be someone that lives across the street. It could be their friend. It could be anyone. For example, it's like, I like how the neighbor always does this, and that. Maybe you can ask him for some advice. Like, you suck. Go ask him how to do your job better. Basically. Or it could be with anybody. Like, I like how that man treats his woman. Wish someone treated me like that. Stuff like that. You know what I mean? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mm-hmm. Men making money don't have time to play video games. Exactly, Jasmine. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What to do if he thinks he's playing you and tries to get with your friends to hurt you? Honestly, he wouldn't know my friends, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Unless you in high school or college. People have to introduce you to their friends. Did you introduce him to your friends, darling? When you're dating people, you're not supposed to introduce them to anyone right away. You're supposed to get to know them as a person without introducing them to a bunch of random people in your life or a bunch of friends in your life. You're not supposed to show him off on that level. You're supposed to get to know him before he gets to meet anyone that's a friend or whatever to you. If you met him in school or college, that's just what young dudes do. Okay? And if your friends look better than you, that's what he gonna do. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's just life, baby. Stop introducing your man to people, or stop dealing with people that know people that you know. If a man invites you out, then asks you to pay for parking and wine, is he, girl, I'm calling an Uber and never calling him back. Sprinkle, sprinkle. No. Why would a man ask you to pay for anything if he asked you out? That's dusty. He's broke. Get up and leave quick. He don't like you. He thinks you're ugly. Okay, because a man that was truly interested in you and wanted a real chance with you and wanted to impress you, he wouldn't ask you to pay for nothing. He don't want to impress you. He doesn't care. He just wants some company for the evening. And he's not interested in you at all if he's asking you to pay for anything. Okay? That man has zero interest in you. Get up and leave. Don't even waste your time. Don't even try to prove yourself. Just like, oh, well, I guess this date's over since you're not interested. If a man ever asks you or expects you to pay for something, he's not interested. Date's over. Why waste the rest of the time? Okay? Date's over. He's done. And before the date even starts, you need to tell him if y'all are running into men like this, ain't nobody ever asked me to do that. But if they did, I'd be gone. You just need to tell him, I'm not paying for nothing, so you still want to go out? You got to tell him from the start, I'm not paying for a darn thing, so you still want to go out or not? Get your money up. Don't ask me out. That's what you need to tell him. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said, why aren't you telling them not to attempt your methods if they're not a 10 or better? Well, all you got to do is put on hair and makeup and you could be a 10. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And to some men, women are 10s if they're old and ugly, the men. Most women, any woman is a 10 if nobody want to deal with that man. So, sprinkle, sprinkle. There you go. Most women are a 10 to men who nobody wants to deal with. All right. Men aren't 10s at all, exactly. Do men give backhanded compliments because they're insecure or because they're testing to see what you can put up with? No, just say, they give backhanded compliments because they don't want your head to get too big and for you to think that you're all that and, all that. So a backhanded compliment is a telltale sign that they're insecure and they don't want you to get a big head and think you're the prize. So just say you're the prize, just from the joke. Well, thanks for taking me out. I'm the prize and all. Or start talking straight up. You know what makes one of my pet peeves are men that give backhanded compliments. Like they're so insecure. Just start talking about it straight up. That way they won't do it. I'm glad you're not one of them insecure, broke men that want to give backhanded compliments to women. Whew. There's enough of them dusties out there. So then he'll just be trying to be nice. because you done already clocked him before he could get you. Okay? That's what you do. Just tell him. I don't do that. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yeah, I don't listen to backhanded compliments. I just think that the man is insecure or broke. Like, okay, well, you broke or insecure. Which one is you ain't got no money or you insecure? Yeah. What's happening? Should we talk about it? No? Okay. You said the less you care, the more you live. Exactly. You said men are the prize and women are the privilege. Okay. Well, I don't know. People's sexuality is all mixed up today. So whoever said that, I don't know. Women are always the prize. That's why men compete for them. Why do they keep mentioning their past escapades to me? It's been 2 weeks, but they've done it a lot. Because they don't like you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Let me tell you the truth. The reason why men mention a lot of stuff in the past is so you're going to try to compete with their past and do more, or that they don't really care about you in that way, and they just want to see how much of a pick me you're going to be. Sprinkle, sprinkle. A lot of people don't take that, and they'll just be like, you know what? Since you're so attached to your past, why don't you go back and deal with the people from there? I'm the present right now, and if you can't live in the present, I don't really deal with people that live in their past. And just be done. I don't live with people that I don't deal with people that live in their past. So obviously, you still live in your past. That means you're not going anywhere in the future. So I got to go. It's something that I don't deal with because it's very non-beneficial to me. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Just be honest. Some people don't even know what they're doing. You said these questions, she would have been gone for only a week. Oh, no, I know. Anyway, no being a pick me. Get up and walk, or just block them and stop dealing with them. They obviously don't care because they're still thinking about their past. Mm-hmm. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Anyway, y'all. I'm sorry I've been gone so long. I had to do a lot of stuff, and I'm here now. I'm in my new spot, and still waiting on all the big stuff to arrive. We're still waiting for all the big stuff to arrive. Okay, so we're chilling. Mm-hmm. Thank you, Sherry. Glad you're feeling better and here with us. Thank you, Anna. I appreciate you, girl. You said if the man compliments you, it says you look great, but has never used the term beautiful. Do they genuinely like you? Um, I think they only use the word beautiful when they're in love or when they're in lust with someone that's out of their league. Okay. So, are you out of their league? You got to get out their league for them to use the words beautiful. Got to get out of their league. Okay. Thank you, Magpie Sprinkle. Do you believe men have a true type? Yes. All men have a type. All right. So, best way to find out a man's type is to talk about your type that ain't him. Even if it is your type, lie and say your type is another type. They'll be comfortable enough to open up to you about their true type if you ain't it. You know what I'm saying? Because the audacity for you to tell him about your true type that he's not, he's going to do the same thing. So, even though if he is your type, lie. It's like, you're not really even my type. My real type is, mention something totally opposite of him. And he'll tell you his type. Mm-hmm. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Married now because of your solid advice. Can't believe I thought any other way. Uh-oh, red Amazon, sprinkle, sprinkle. Congratulations, girl. Yes. Y'all give her a congratulations shout out. It's red Amazon. Appreciate you, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. She's married now. Wonderful. Mm-hmm. Yes. Everyone's giving you congrats. Okay, D. Thank you, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You're talking to a 56-year-old, but his texting is bad. Is he uninterested, just bad at text? Girl, old people can't be texting. They can't even see the buttons. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Did he put his phone on extra large font? Sprinkle, sprinkle. I noticed older people don't like texting a lot unless they're used to it. Is he used to texting a lot? Some people just get on the phone. Old people like the phone. Old people just like, hello. And they'll pick up the phone for anybody, even scam likely. I don't know why they do that. Set his phone to the XL font. Maybe he'll start. He got to run and go get his reading glasses and stuff to text back when he ain't got them. All right. Uh-oh, somebody sent me a Cash App. Hold on. Thank you, Miss Sprinkle Sprinkle. Nakia and Flo, thank you, ma'am. Appreciate you. Y'all are so sweet. Okay. I'm hearting everyone's Cash App. Thank you. I appreciate you. Okay. All right. Someone said I'm the scam. Yeah, exactly. Like, they be just answering anybody like the old days. Like, mm-mm. He says Splendor Daddy is 50 and he don't know how to use WhatsApp. They just know how to use the phone and text and maybe some emails. Or y'all can't be doing all them apps, telling them to download this, do that. You're like, I don't know what this is. I don't want to download that. I don't know. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, calls are better. Texts don't mean nothing for men, I guess. You've been hanging out with a 60-year-old? What? Who is just happy to sit there next to me once a week. He pays for everything and gives you money. I know that's right, Vivica. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Jackpot. You would never date a guy at work. He can't impress me if I make the same or less than me. If he make the same or less. Exactly. I mean, you get him to do your work for you and buy you lunch. That's just called your work husband. That's not your real date or your real man. That's just somebody that does stuff for you at work. Sound to it. Okay. Thank you. Ayushwa? Ayushwama? I hope I said that right. 20 and future nurse. What kind of profession to date except doctors? I want them to buy me a car and condo in cash and pay me. Okay, well, you're going to have to date somebody that's already a millionaire. So maybe somebody in tech, maybe somebody that does real estate, maybe somebody that owns a bunch of companies or, businesses, have several streams of income. You just need to find someone that's a entrepreneur, a business owner, or someone that has a lot of a lot of money. Maybe they have like a law firm or something. Maybe you can find a partner in a law firm. Maybe you can find somebody just making at least 7 figures and up. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's what you're going to have to find if you want somebody to buy a cash car and a condo. You're going to have to be a millionaire, a multimillionaire. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. Mm-hmm. CEO owns a bunch of businesses. Okay. Just anybody that has several streams of income and are a multimillionaire. That's your goal. Okay. Okay. Yes, y'all. I am back. It's been a while. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said no one wants to be used as a human wallet. Then make a lot of money so that you can just be a bank account that's never ending. Okay. Or don't ever get married then. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If you don't want to be a human wallet, don't ever have kids or get married as a man. You don't do it. Because that's what you become, a human wallet, a human bank account. If you're broke and you don't have enough money, don't even bother trying to be in a relationship. The reason why I say that, because if you have to focus on money all the time, the relationship is going to suffer. So you got to figure out one before you can get into the other one. Oh, thank you, Megan. I appreciate that. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, if you don't have the money, don't date. That's all. It's just that simple. Hang out with your friends. Hang out with your family. Okay. You said, why can't it be the other way around? It can if you become gay, Clinton. It can. Switch teams. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said some men do like being used. Yeah, if the woman knows how to talk to them and make them feel, useful, they don't mind you using them if they feel useful. Like playing dumb goes a long way. And people don't think you're using them if they're volunteering to help you because you're so stupid and helpless and need help. You know what I mean? Like, I got a lot of stuff done. You know how when you move, all these people have to do stuff. You gotta get your cable fixed. You gotta get the internet. You gotta get maintenance done. You gotta get I put on my little tennis skirt. I hired my voice. Smile and ask for extra help and everything. I got a bunch of stuff done quick, same day, everything. You know what I mean? Extra help where most people would have been out and have to reschedule the whole thing. They went above and beyond service because men cater to women who are helpless and very feminine in every situation. So if you want special treatment, that's the formula. Next day, go back to the original self. I turn real helpless and stupid around people I need stuff done from. Mm-hmm. You never forced yourself. You tried mentally and tried changing environments. Okay, well, you got to keep trying. It has to be consistent, not once or twice. It has to be consistent. You know what I mean? consistently. And eventually, it'll pay off. Hmm. You said you're not going to hell for nobody? I don't think anybody asked you to, sir. Sprinkle. Hmm. Why do y'all, I guess, okay, how to reply when he can't legally travel to you? Should you ask him to meet you? If he likes you, he'll come to you. I don't know. Like, y'all doing too much. Find somebody rich where you live. If not, find somebody that can legally travel to you. Thank you, Mignon. How to encourage him to keep spoiling me? Keep asking him for help, or keep praising him, like, oh my gosh, thank you so much, I love this, I told my friends and my family that you were such the sweetest guy, or and they're like, oh, he's a keeper, keep him, he spoils you, that's nice. Like, talk him up for spoiling you, and he'll want to spoil you more. If you're sitting over there lying, telling him you're bragging to your family and friends about him, he'll want to do more so that you can brag on him more. So brag, and like fake brag on the phone to like pretend like someone's on the phone, or just, hey, yes, I can't believe he bought me this. Yes, it's so beautiful. Yes. Does he have a friend? I don't know. Like, just make him feel like he's the best thing ever while you're bragging on him. He'll want to do more for you, so you do it more, because it makes him feel like he's the man. Okay. That's what they like. Okay. Sprinkle. How to get him to talk again after he started an argument and he pays your bills, but he's jealous, easily helped. You don't want to be around jealous men. That's the worst kind. Jealous men aren't it, baby. Jealous men are not it. Okay, they're insecure little boys that can't control their emotions, and they're jealous of the woman that they actually want, and they are more concerned about that than your happiness. So best thing to do is just to find someone who's not jealous. Even though he pays all the bills, you can find another one that pays all the bills that's not jealous. Okay. If dealing with a jealous person all the time, you're going to shrink yourself naturally. You don't want to do that. Okay. Sprinkle. What? Okay. Thank you, Icy Girl. Sprinkle. You're 29, cute, fit, get attention, but attract emotionally unavailable man, never been tricked on. Struggle asking for stuff. Why is it so easy for others? Because they don't struggle asking for their value and their worth. First of all, for a man to be in your presence is a gift. And if you're choosing the wrong type of men, if the target you're choosing is wrong, are they the same age as you? They need to be older. You need to be the prize. You need to be the one that they can't wait to impress. So, emotionally unavailable men, we don't really care about the emotional aspect of it. We care about, are they going to spend money on you? Because most men are emotionally unavailable, especially if you're not a pick-me-shoe. They know that they have to act a certain way to not be taken advantage of, so they're going to act emotionally unavailable to you. But when they're acting emotionally unavailable to you, you know right then and there you're already in control. So you just act like you don't even realize they're emotionally unavailable. You just treat them like they're normal. Like, oh, okay, well, that's okay because I really have other stuff to do. Stay busy. Stop trying to get their attention and their emotions. They're supposed to be trying to get yours. Okay? And choose somebody that you're way out of their league. That's the only thing you need. Someone who's someone who knows that you're way out of his league. You've been watching Shira for 10 years and you got a car with no down deposit, went out freestyling for the first time, and met a man who bought you 2 pairs of offering earrings. Okay, 2 pair of earrings, and took you to a fancy restaurant. Listen to her. Okay, beautifully carved. Sprinkle. Yes, ma'am. Get it, girl. All right, you got to choose the right target. Y'all be trying to choose guys that look better than y'all and at the same age and emotionally available. That's a deadly combination. You ain't gonna find that. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And if you do, you're gonna regret it. All right. Get you somebody that worships you. There you go. Thank you. What if you value chemistry? Then become a chemist. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. Get paid to do chemistry, man. Since you value it, or go date a chemist. I don't know what to tell you. Okay. The only type of chemistry I need is the chemistry between me and that direct deposit. Mm-hmm. You see ugly are nerds that have money. Y'all are silly. For real. Okay. Look, I've seen like y'all don't understand. Like some of the targets y'all would never touch with a stick, but these guys have money. I've seen it. They might have hips. They might be slightly overweight. They might have a couple of dogs and dress them dogs up in clothes and stuff. But some of those nerds or tech nerds or people that work in engineering and maybe not the most attractive type of person. They're probably looking for somebody too. Okay, you're how to ask for gifts but remain feminine and not nag. Mention things that you want and tell him, you should buy me this, you should buy me that. It will look really good on me and it would make me happy. Tell them what they should be doing. Okay. Yeah, the men be having hips. They be having a little extra weight, A lot of times, like overweight guys, some of them, they might have some of them, or the nerdy ones, they'll have money to spend. They got a lot of savings because nobody's checking for them. They be having money. I was reading in the comments one day, and somebody in the comments said, I ain't never met no fat man with that was broke. They always have money. It's like, what? For real? Anyway. You got they have to afford to eat. Yeah, they like to eat good. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. So you like a skinny girl. Okay. You said you had a man with hips. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yeah. Make sure they got some money there. Make sure they got some money, like a good job and stuff. A lot of them have to because a lot of them, like I'm talking big. Like some of them too big to get in a regular car. They got to get them like a luxury SUV because they have good quality and they're not gonna break down. The tires ain't gonna go flat when they get in and stuff. Sometimes you need to find you one like that. Like they got money. They fat. They don't care. They got to drive the best, so it won't break down. All right. He said, "Don't, but doesn't matter how rich they are, they're still scamming and cheating and get stuff out of them and dumbing." Yeah, it doesn't matter any other thing as long as you're happy and getting what you want out of the situation. Yes, out of the relationship, out of dating them. Who cares? If they really, really, really like you and want you to be theirs, they'll let you know by how much money they're spending, investing, and putting towards a life with you and trying to impress you. That's how they let you know. Words don't matter. Okay. You say you can't get past the billing no matter how hard you try. Now, how do you think these men feel about pregnant women then? If y'all can't get past the belly. If you think about it, some of these bellies out here are bigger than pregnant women's bellies. And if y'all turn off what y'all think men looking like, thank you, Serpent, Sprinkle, Sprinkle. If they offer coffee date, they think you ugly, or they don't want to be, they're broke, or they don't want to be seen out in public with you at a nice restaurant. They don't think you're worth, the bill for a whole dinner. So I wouldn't even go. I wouldn't even be bothered with no coffee date. It's like a waste of time and energy. Yep. They don't think you're worthy enough to go sit down for a meal. Mm-mm. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You think coffee date is okay if you're a teen? Yes. If you're a teenager, y'all know y'all don't have much money. Those teenage boys don't have too much money unless they come from money. So I think coffee dates are fine for teenagers because where else y'all gonna go to a fine dining restaurant? Like, unless it's prom or homecoming or something. Just if y'all are young, I'm in high school. I'm not even talking to y'all. Just have fun and make sure you don't pay. The ladies don't pay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. It said let's grab. They should be trying to impress you on the date. How are they supposed to impress you with coffee? Excuse me. How are they supposed to impress you with coffee? Is that impressive? Are you a coffee connoisseur? Is that all you talk about all day? This is a special coffee shop somewhere on the other side of the planet? Like, what is this? Where to meet these men? You're from Europe. You work from home. Go to the rich side of town where the rich people reside and meet them over there, darling. Sprinkle. Get out your home after work or before work. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said you wouldn't even get up for coffee. Exactly. Men are crazy thinking y'all gonna go to drink coffee with them. Sir, go drink coffee with your mama. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Uh-huh. Okay, your man made you mad. He's 74. He paid you $600 for your forgiveness. Is that enough? He bought you 2 houses. Okay. How old are you, ma'am? Sprinkle. Is it enough for you? That's the only a question you can answer. Is it enough for you? You feel like that's enough? Did you buy something for yourself that eased the pain, and did it hurt his pocket? You're 24. No, it ain't enough. Sprinkle. You need to buy way more than that, man. $600. You 24. He's 74. Girl, you add some more on there. Add a lot more on there. Couple thousand. Sprinkle. $600, and you're only 24 and he's 74. He need to add a couple more thousand on there. At least 2,000, man, because just to even talk to him. Like, I'm not bothered with no $600. He's too old, man. Sprinkle. He's too old to only be giving you $600 and you're 24. I would be laughing at that. Okay. It's still, if he bought you 2 houses, he got some money. There you go. Tell him you're going to go get you a 64-year-old if you don't act right. Because you say he's 74. So I'm going to go get me a 64-year-old. He's going to pay me the same amount or more that you giving me. So you better act right. Threatening with a younger man with money. 10 years young. He's still older than you, right? Mm-hmm. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Any advice for 18-year-old that wants marriage? Wait till you're 25. Sprinkle, sprinkle. He pays for everything. You don't even touch a bill. Good for you, goddess T. But still, you know. If he's, or you the one that was asking me about a jealous dude? I don't deal with jealous people. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Your husband was a provider for 7 years. He been helping you for the last 3 years. Did he turn dusty on you? Is he a dusty playing the provider role? I don't know, ma'am. Are you satisfied with everything that he's doing for you? If not, maybe he did. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Try to add another one to the roster. Okay. You said, why wait till 25? If you're 18, you don't know what you're doing, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Your brain ain't fully developed. Your brain is still growing, literally. Your skull and your brain is not even fully developed. So why would you want to get married before your brain is fully developed? You don't even know what you want in life yet. Okay. You don't even know who you are as an adult woman. So no, I wouldn't get married at no 18, baby. Everybody that I knew that get married young is already divorced before they're 30. You don't want to do that. Okay. And if you're marrying for love and you're only 18, you're stupid and don't do it. All right. Marry for money, marry for lifestyle. If you're marrying for love, you're going to regret it when the love runs out because reality sets in. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Just let him pay your bills. You said if you're dealing with a jealous guy, just let him pay your bills and lie to him as much as you need to lie to him to keep the peace, and then you can find his replacement. Anyway, who wants to marry an 18-year-old? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yeah, if you're 18, wait till you're 25. Don't get married young. That's the stupidest thing you could do. Okay. You went out on a 40. You went out on a date with a 48-year-old man. You're 19. He impressed you. What should you do? Okay. How did he impress you? By buying you and him food to chew? Did he impress you by offering to pay your bills? Did he actually pay your bill? Like, you can't be impressed by food. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. He might be smart because he's way older than you, so he knows more, so he has more experience. But did he do anything financially impressive for you besides pay for a meal? Okay. We can't be super impressed until action has been taken to impress us financially and if they invest in us. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You're 19 years old. You're arm candy. How does he impress you financially? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Does he take you shopping? Did he buy you some nice gifts? Did he show up with some jewelry? You know, like how does a 48-year man impress a 19-year-old by not no conversation and not no food, baby? What else did he do? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Y'all need to understand that that's not impressive to men. No, those men aren't impressive to women their own age because they're just eating food. You know what I mean? And having a conversation. What else? How else did he impress you? You need more than just conversation and a free meal. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Thank you. You said my makeup is flawless today. It is. Thank you, ma'am. Okay. Why would you date a man who don't want to spend money on dates? Where are we going to go? I know, right? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, Aria. Embarrassed to ask for things, I feel desperate. If you're a woman and you're embarrassed to ask for things, you're dealing with the wrong man. They're supposed to like you times 10 and they will offer to buy you things. You're supposed to be way out of their league and they will offer to take you shopping or buy you things. You're supposed to play dumb and act helpless and they will offer to give you things. If you're with somebody your same age that looks better than you or the same as you, you're not going to get too much out of them. They think y'all are dating them because you think they're cute. Okay? Y'all got to get the formula right. Y'all keep getting the wrong formula. If you're young and beautiful, you should never be ashamed to ask for a thing. That is your privilege. Pretty privilege. You should automatically expect things. You should automatically know that if you're, out with somebody that you look way better than, that they're paying, that they're going to do the most if they want to keep you. That's it. Date men who know you're out of their league so that they know, they got to come out their pockets. Is there a certain movie character or movie you can watch to help getting into main character energy? Any woman that's already in her main character energy is the main character of the movie. They're the star. They have the highest confidence. So anybody that's playing a movie role in their own film as the star. Just depends on who you are most like or who you can emulate the most. Thank you, Laura. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Marriage at 22. Ma'am, why are y'all so in a rush to get married? Are y'all the type of people that don't sleep with people until you get married? You just trying to get in the bed? Just say you're trying to get in the bed, then. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You trying to get in the bed and roll around? Because see, like, people don't make the marriage decision based on sex in certain places. Only in certain cultures they do that. We don't do that over here because once you roll around once and it sucks, then you're stuck. Okay? And then if the person is stupid, got a little thing, and that's all you've experienced, you're going to regret it. Wait till you're older and you know what you want. Lifestyle. If they're rich, if they have money, if they can spoil you, then think about marriage. Don't think about rolling around on a mattress. Thank you, Daisy. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Seeing someone who's 12 years older and wealthy visits me on the weekends and invested. When would it be appropriate for me to visit him? Opening to moving long term. Okay. If you want to live where he lives because it's way better and he pays you to relocate and he gives you a big lump sum to relocate, and if you're not comfortable or happy that you have the money to go right back to wherever you want to go or to wherever you want to go, as long as you're not trapped and he gives you the money and the freedom to do what you want, that's fine. But I wouldn't really be moving to no man unless it was someplace I really wanted to be anyway. You know what I mean? Like the state, the climate, or if something that I already wanted before I even knew the man, but not just for no man. You know what I mean? Because think about this. If you do that, he's going to think, oh, she must really think I'm the prize if she's doing all this for me. She's moving to me. She's coming to me. He might read that as, desperate. So make him beg for it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Make him beg. Thank y'all. So, yeah, make them big, make them big. Thank you, Miss Earl Grey Tea, for the sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. Thank you, Madeline. I'm sorry. You're 21, says you're beautiful like Naomi Campbell. If men approach but overly compliment or endless talking but never ask for my number, why? I'm nice. Okay. Maybe they don't think they can handle you. Maybe they don't. Maybe you're too beautiful. Maybe they just want to be seen in public talking to you. Where are you going? Are you doing rich activities or are you at the bar? Because some people just go to the bar to talk and drink and then leave it there. They could be married or they may not have enough money in their pockets for you. That's why you need to go where the money is. You need to go do rich activities. Go to a rich gym. Go to the golf course. Go to the driving range. Go to the tennis club. Go to the pickleball court or club. Go to where the rich people are. Don't sit in bars all the time. If you're that beautiful and a man with real money sees you, he's probably like, somebody's going to want to make you their wife if you look like Naomi Campbell. Okay, you just need to get around the right rich men. Put yourself out there. Go to the yacht clubs. Go sailing. Go to the marinas. If you're going to hang out in bars near marinas. Hang out in bars in the golf club or the country club. Hang out near like the expensive gyms. Go hang out where the rich hang out. Thank you, NJ. Sprinkle. Thank you, ma'am. All right. You got to go to where the rich hang out, not the regular, not just regular bars, the rich, or stuff is exclusive. Okay. How to show interest in a millionaire at work probably isn't asking me out because of HR. How can I not come off too strong? Because of HR, they don't want to get sued. Just, okay. People aren't going to risk their jobs and their career over no woman at work. Sprinkle, especially no millionaire. The best thing you could do is to quit if you really want to. If you think he really likes you, say you're thinking about quitting and then see what he does. It's like, I'm thinking about quitting. I'm like, why? I don't know. I'm looking for something different. Do you have any recommendations? If he starts recommending other places to work and then he starts looking like he's interested in you, you're not going to be working here anymore. Not going to date. He might start being a little bit extra friendly, and that's how you can get him to open up if he likes you or not. If he gets excited that you're asking him about other places that you may be able to work besides there, then he might get excited because he don't want to lose his job or his money. Thank you, Goddess T. Sprinkle. Am I wrong for marrying a 74-year-old lifestyle I want? I'm literally spoiled and never. He asks, always give. Okay, well, get the money, man. Who cares? That's the whole point. Get the money. Yes. Thank you, ma'am. Sprinkle. Thank you. You said, hi, Sherry. You look gorgeous. Thank you. I appreciate you. Sprinkle. Okay. Get the money and have fun, ma'am. Whoever married the 74-year-old, just get his money and live nice. Thank you. Should I flirt? Or is that pick me show? If you flirt too much without them coming onto you first, it's pick me show. So if you make eye contact and smile, if they come over to you and they say something, then that's okay. But if you're constantly talking to them, if you're constantly trying to get their attention, if you're constantly the one that's trying to come onto them, it's pick me show. Yes, don't do it. Okay, let them come to you. Sprinkle. So, yeah. Another way to get him to open up, like if he's not telling you something, or if y'all are on a first date and he's just being blah and not telling you much about himself, start asking him stuff like, you know what? Does anyone ever tell you that you're so transparent? Like, you're so easy to figure out. Then, it's reverse psychology. So, he thinks you think you got him figured out. So now he's going to ask you questions like, well, what do you mean? How do you think you have me figured out? Like, well, it's just, and then play the assumption game. Well, you're so sweet. You're so generous. I could tell you're a provider. Like, start telling him who he is or who you want him to be, right? I can tell you're such a great guy and you're probably a very good provider and that, you're a gentleman, you're very generous. And watch his face, watch his body language. See if he gets mad that you're calling him all these wonderful things that he might not be. Watch his anger rise when he knows that he's none of those things. Or watch him play up to your, assumptions and see if he will become those things for you if he wants to impress you. How to show gratitude when he sends you money. I want him to keep sending more. Should I ask him to put me on direct deposit when we see each other? Yeah. Like maybe on the fourth or third time that he gives you money, say, you know what? You're so, I really appreciate you giving me money, but I want to focus on the relationship. So if you could just put me on direct deposit so we don't have to constantly talk about money all the time and we can focus on us and talking, and focusing on our, day to day without the money conversation, that would really be great. What do you think? They're like, yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, and then like give them some eye contact, because I really want to just focus on us, and I don't want to feel weird every time we have to talk about money, because that is weird, right? So let's just focus on us. Don't let money be the issue, and that's how. All right, and he'll agree to it because it is awkward. And if he thinks you're trying to focus on y'all and the relationship, and you could be your true self without always having to talk about money, then he may feel like, well, let's try that. Let's try it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. How to ask a married man you are having an affair with for money. He likes me. Girl, he should already been giving you money before you even went out with him if he's married. Yeah, take him shopping. Exactly. So you're taking me shopping. Let's go. Why are you dealing with a married man and ain't giving you no money? That's dumb. Mm-hmm. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Well, get money. Ask him for some money. Tell him you got a problem. How to level up another level to be emotionally attached to money, and the idea of their money. If you don't want to attach to them emotionally, attach to what they can do for you. I keep telling y'all this. Y'all are attaching to the man and not what they can do for you. That's why y'all can't emotionally unattach. Attach to the benefits. If you attach to their benefits, they're going to invest in you. And they'll become emotionally attached to you. See? If you are looking for emotional attachment, then perhaps this is not, something that's going to be easily found, with money as well. I mean, it's possible, but sometimes people don't want an overly emotional attachment to people, or maybe the woman is too emotional. You know what I mean? Because sometimes men are like, okay, this is enough emotion. And then women are like, no, I need this much. If you are attached to something else besides the needing of attention from men, you wouldn't need that much emotional attachment. You know what I mean? Like if you had your own businesses, if you had friends, if you had your own life and you only wanted to spend time with that man for a certain amount of time, maybe once or twice a week, and get his money, you wouldn't be that emotionally attached to them. You want the emotional attachment. So you got to stop wanting it. You got to only deal with guys that you don't want emotional attachment with. Does that make sense? Thank you, Aria. Needing him to fund summer won't be working. How? Ask he already bought you a vacay. Okay, just tell him, double whatever you need. What he says, what do you need? Always double and triple it so you have extra. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Just tell him, but I'm gonna need this and I'm gonna need that. So what do you think? Tell him the direct deposit. You can give him some eye contact, smile, and say, so you're going to take care of me, right? Well, here, get him to the bank, to the direct deposit, online or whatever. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would never be scared, because who cares? On to the next if they say no. There's too many people out there that have money and that's going to say yes. Why waste your time with someone that ain't going to give you what you want anyway? Y'all are afraid of the no. So y'all are just wasting time. Okay. The best way to get something out of someone is to do them a favor first, and then they'll feel obligated to give you something. So do something very small Then you won't be afraid to ask for nothing, man. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yes. Men are natural providers. Men, not boys. If y'all are dating boys, that's your problem. So you can't expect a boy to do a man's job. So you got to date men. All right. How to properly identify a man? They're solution oriented. They know that their role is a provider. They're happy to impress you and give you everything you want. How to know all of these things? You most likely need to deal with older men that have it instead of anyone struggling in the gutter and can't, reach their manhood status yet financially. You don't want to deal with it. And the reason I say this is because I think a lot of men think that I want women to go after their little call center drive-through checks or Walmart greeting checks. I don't know. We don't want those. Aren't even on the target list. Those aren't targets. Okay. Your four figures or your three figures are safe, sir. We're not talking to y'all. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. It's always the ones with no goal that think people are trying to get their money. You ain't got no money. How we gonna get it if you ain't got it? That doesn't make sense, So, sorry. False alarm. Go back to what you were doing. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Yes. You said male toxicity decoded. Thank you. I appreciate that. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Even real men don't want to be around broke men. They don't. Because if you're a real man and you're around broke men, people are gonna think you're broke. So they don't want to hang around them either. Okay. You need a car. How to ask someone you just met who said they own a business in 3 countries. It's like, oh, you're okay. So you have money, then you should buy me a car. I really need one. Just like that. Why are y'all afraid to talk? Y'all are women. Y'all supposed to be cute. Y'all supposed to be going after targets that you look 10 times better than. Why are y'all afraid to talk? Mm-hmm. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Yeah, y'all be having the wrong targets most of the time with ladies. That's why y'all got to get it together. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Why are you afraid to ask? All they're going to say is no, and you're going to be done. Or they'll say yes, and you'll have what you want. Why would you waste time with somebody because you like them and they're not even going to give you anything? Well, then stop trying to date for money, then, ladies. If you're afraid to ask a man for money, then you're not dating for money. You're dating for them to like you. Okay. If they don't already like you, when they ask you out and you're afraid to ask for money, then that's the wrong target. You get it? Like, think about this. If you're afraid to ask someone because they're going to say no and the evening is not going to go well and you're going to just get up and leave and stop wasting your time, wonderful. You're no longer wasting time. He wasn't going to give you anything anyway. Why do you want to sit there any longer than you have to if it's not even the right target? And yeah, you should be cute enough for him to offer so you won't have to ask. Just start mentioning stuff you need and see if he offers it to you. Okay. Be out on, like, when I was younger, people like that really want to impress you and they like you. If you tell them you like a certain type of car, and the next time y'all go out on a date, they show up in that car because they went to the dealership and bought it because you said you like that car. Think about that. That's a man that wants to impress you. Or if you say, "Oh, I think I need my nails done," and then like they'll say, "Okay, well then you know what? I'm gonna make sure that happens." Even though most women, I don't think most women should be saying, "I need my nails done," unless you're in high school and college. But they should just give you a big lump sum of money. But still, if they don't go to the ATM and pull out a bunch of money and stick it in an envelope and give it to you and say, "Here, go get whatever you need to get done and go shop it too." That's impressive. And those are the type of men that like you times 10, not times 2, not times 3, but times 10. You need to find those targets. They're probably going to be less attractive. They're probably going to be much older, but they will have the funds to give you what you want. Okay, y'all be trying to date somebody your own age that looks better than you. I don't know why. They're not going to give you what you want. Okay. You said you had a man who didn't even know English and you told him you need a new laptop and he gave you 1K. I know that's right. That's exactly the language of money that everybody speaks. They know laptop and they know money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's right. That was the right target. Right target. Wonderful. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. They exist. Y'all are just meeting the wrong ones. I don't know. Y'all are in the wrong place. Y'all are just looking wrong. I don't know what it is. I run into them a lot. They be trying to give you stuff. Business owners, okay? Go to luxury car dealerships. Sit in the service area. Go to rich-tivity things. Go to marinas. Go to yacht clubs. Go to pickleball courts or pickleball club. Go to tennis clubs. Go where the rich are. Go where money is like nothing. Go there. Okay? That's it. If y'all are in places where people are holding on tight to their wallets, go to places where people are just letting money flow, you know? Go where the money is. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Don't go somewhere and hope a man knows that he's a provider. Go somewhere where a man is a provider. Okay. You said got him to open up and it ended since he was insecure. Yeah, most men are insecure. And it's better that you find out sooner rather than later because it's gonna mess up, the relationship anyway. But at least hopefully he got some money out of him. Sprinkle, sprinkle. He said, pretend like you are lost in a parking lot full of expensive cars. Yes. You can meet a lot of rich guys in valet parking too. Like you go to a nice restaurant or a nice bar that has valet parking on the rich side of town, and you just sit out there in the valet like you're waiting on your car. You'd be surprised a lot of the guys you'll meet out there. That's why I say if you're gonna go freestyle, go to places where Dusty's can't get. Go to where it's valet parking only nice cars in the parking lot and on the rich side of town. That's all you're gonna see. And go sit at the bar for happy hour, have a nice drink, and go when you pick up your car in the valet. You'll be sitting there waiting for everybody else in their nice vehicles, pick up their car, have time to make conversation. Maybe exchange numbers or whatnot. You just have to put yourself out there and look good and be on the rich side of town. That's it. Consistently, not just once a week, but consistently. Okay. Consistency will pay off no matter what you do. Consistency will pay off. I've seen so many people marry rich because of consistency. Okay. All right. And a lot of people, you don't expect other people to be perfect. Ain't nobody perfect in this world. But you can create the type of lifestyle you want. You can choose the type of partner you want, and you can, mold your future according to the decisions that you make on who you are with, or who you deal with. Just understand that. Sprinkle, sprinkle. He said, as a woman, the world is your oyster. It sure is. So make sure you know that, ladies. Get your looks together and go for the correct target. And be on the rich side of town. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, I don't know. I haven't been on so long. I feel like, it's already been an hour and 46 minutes. I have to get back into the groove. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yeah. Even if you don't go to the bar, just go to the rich side of town and do other stuff. It doesn't even matter. Go shop, go run errands, go to the gym over there, join something. I don't know. Go to a fundraiser. I don't know. Just keep your schedule busy with things that are, consistent of being around the wealthy, if that's the type of lifestyle you want to eventually become. Whatever. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Whether you end up marrying them, doing business with them, or just them benefiting you in some sort of way, it's still a win-win. You know what I mean? So just remember that. Still a win-win. What if you made the conversation sexually charged before the first date? There's been no talk of money, but I know he's rich and wants a date. Okay. Now you're coming off as an escort, or you're coming off as someone that's interested in sex and not a relationship or a personality. So I wouldn't have done that if I were you, because most men are already sexually charged in their mind. So you just let them know that that's what you're interested in above money. You know what I mean? So that's why a woman should never do that. Last year, you were criticized for supporting LGBT women, commented, don't understand how common and hidden that. I don't even know what these terms are, man. Heterosexual man of all races, how do I get in contact? I don't know, man. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Y'all be confusing me with all these titles. Back in the old days, it was either just gay or straight. I don't know. I'm old. But I appreciate it and much support. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Y'all be doing too much with all these lingos. I'm old. You just got to say gay or straight. Okay? That's all there was when I was young. Okay? Y'all be doing too much over there. I don't even know what none of them words are. Just say I'm gay or straight. Just say one of the two. I'm old school. All right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said or bi. Bi is just gay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. So, I'm sorry, I'm old school. That's just I can't get with all the extra stuff. But I wish y'all the best of luck, and get your money too. Whether you're gay or straight, get your money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. They don't feel like they're being used. Men are natural providers. What else would they be doing? Asking you for money? If they're dating someone that's way out of their league, they're ready to spend money, man. If they're dating someone that looks worse than them and that they have to actually work on themselves and emotionally connect with somebody, they probably don't need to spend a lot of money or impress you, because you're there because you want to be. Most of the time, if you date a man and you're way out of their league, you don't want to be there. They paying you to be there. They're saying, look, I know you look good. You get somebody way better than me, but I have some money. So I know that you like to shop. I know that you like a nice lifestyle. I know you like to drive nice cars. So you're not with somebody your own age that looks better than you. Obviously, you're in this for lifestyle. So let me provide that for you. Okay. Y'all be in it for the wrong reason. And then later on, y'all be like, I should have listened to Shira. Okay. I appreciate all the people that ask me questions, but sometimes y'all be getting too technical, and I'm old school. I don't know half the stuff y'all be saying most of the time. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. All right, how do you think they get the money sometimes to give y'all? They have several streams of income, generational wealth, stocks, investments, businesses. Okay, that's how they get it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. They actually chase money before they chase women. And then they build their portfolio, they build their savings, they build their investments, they build their real estate up, and then they have the actual money to actually go get the type of woman they actually want. That's how. That's where they get the money from. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. He takes you shopping and pays for vacations and dates. How do you ask him to pay for rent? Just tell him. Well, why you might as well pay my rent while you're at it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Why stop here? Say it in a joking way. Okay, I stay paid. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Your 5-year-old nephew just told me he is going to be 50 years old and marry a lost girl. They be knowing it's in the DNA. Yes, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's hilarious. Mm-hmm. Yes, get money. Mm-hmm. If you look really pretty, like look, let me give you the formula. You gotta also look good, but you can't look out of place. So you gotta work on your feminine charm, you gotta work on your look. When you go to the rich side of town, just consistently hang out, become a regular somewhere on the rich side of town. Okay. I'm not talking about the nice side, I'm talking about the rich side of town. Like where the real money is. Where you know what I'm saying? You need to get up and get dressed and go look cute. Go to brunch. Go run your errands. Go join a gym. Go join something. Make friends over there. Go to fundraisers and gala. Like make it something that may take about a year. Okay, make it a part of your lifestyle instead of just something to do on the weekend or once a week. Make it a lifestyle change. Get over to the place where you want to meet people. Put yourself in the environment. You got to learn how to look right. You got to learn how to mingle. You got to learn how to make the little eye contact. And eventually, if you become a regular somewhere, they're going to see you enough times. They're going to go talk to you. They're going to find, things to talk to you about. They're going to want to ask you out. Just go make it happen. It may not take one weekend. Like I know y'all are used to going out to the club or to the bar once a week or twice a week, and a Dusty will, swoop you up and take you to McDonald's. No, it takes a little longer on the rich side of town to become a regular. People aren't comfortable letting in strangers. And so if they see you a couple times, they see that you're legit, they may, invite you into their circle. Why do they text but don't ask out on a date? Because you keep texting back. Every time they text you, say, oh, I'm busy, I'm out at dinner, or I'm going out to dinner with friends, I'm going out to drink with friends. They're going to say, oh, well, when can I take you out? If you're always busy going out, every time they text you, they're going to ask you out because that's what you like. If you're going to sit there and play phone tag with them all the time, they're just going to play phone tag with you. It's cheap and free. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So every time they text you, what are you doing? It's like, oh, I'm about to go out to dinner with my bestie. Oh, I'm about to go have brunch. Oh, I'm about to go have drinks with my friends. Oh, but then they're going to go, well, let's go do something too. Okay. Even if it's a lie, you're trying to make them ask you out. by saying that you're not going to sit here on the phone with them all night. You got a life. Is it best to ask in joining? Oh, is it best to ask in a joking way? Yeah. I'm always joking around and I always get what I want because my audacity. Because if I ask somebody for something in a joking manner, if they don't give it to me, somebody else will, and I don't care if they say no or not. It's not a rejection to me. It's you ain't got it, or you don't want to give it, but other people do. Like it's not about rejection. I don't invest so much in people to where if they say no, it's going to hurt my feelings. I don't care. I'll just go get somebody else. That's how you have to be. Like you can't be emotionally attached to the answer. Okay. You cannot be emotionally attached to the answer. If you're not creative enough as a woman with feminine mind to know how to joke around and ask for things and insinuate things and tell people what they're going to do, you're not confident enough in yourself as a beautiful woman to say those things and mean it. You got to build that up. You got to work on that. Okay. If I can do it at my age and get the results, you should be able to do it. No problem, young. How do you handle when we schedule a date and they text me that day but don't go out on the planned date, or when they ask you out last minute? Okay. You're not a priority to them. They're holding out for a better candidate. So when a man asks you out on a date, you tell them straight up, I like a man who's prompt. I like a man who makes sure and schedules everything in advance and make sure like the date is set, the restaurant, all the details are planned, and tell him to send you a Uber, or to make sure like he knows your favorite place or whatever, and tell him to plan it and make reservations and call and get the reservation approval. So like say, well, where did you make reservations? Okay. Tell him you like a man who takes charge and makes reservations, has the time, and knows what he wants. And then ask the name of the restaurant, and then call and make sure the reservations are set. He's going to make the reservations. You're going to call and make sure that they're set. That way you know when to show up and how to show up. All right. If he's not one of those type of people, you don't even should be even dealing with him. Like, where y'all going to go out to eat if he ain't making no reservations? Okay. A man ain't going to back out on the reservations most of the time if he took the time to set them and tell you the time and place. Sprinkle. Y'all meeting online playing phone tag. That's what they all do. But it's better to meet people in person in real life. Get out of the house. Okay. Yeah, they got to put in effort. They got to want to be seen out in public with you. You got to look 10 times better than them. They got to have some money. What if they start talking about S and haven't given you any money, even though you hinted? Start talking about money. Like if they start talking about sex, it's like, oh, you know what? My Aunt Ethel, she needs like a lot of help. So I helped her out this month, and now I'm kind of like, now what am I gonna do? So anyway, gotta take care of Aunt Ethel, fake Aunt Ethel. So, and oh yeah, and I also broke my favorite bottle of perfume the other day when you were texting me. I was trying to hold the phone and spray perfume at the same time, and I dropped it. It was so sad. It's like a very expensive bottle. You hint around if they want to give you some money, if they want to buy you a nice perfume, they're gonna like say, oh well, I'll do this, or they'll offer. But if they're just letting you sit there and think while you're hinting around and stuff, they don't really like you. They're not trying to impress you. There's nothing that they want to jump into to rescue you from or impress you with. They think that you're there because you like them. They're not even trying to impress you. So this is a red flag that they're not even going to try to impress you, that they're not going to even put in effort, that they don't really care about your well-being. Why? Because they're not even trying to do anything about it or impress you after you've hinted around about a lot of stuff. They know, especially if you're dating someone much older and less attractive, they know they got to pay. They know they got to offer you some gifts or, put you some little cash in your purse, just, to help you out every night, because you're obviously much younger. If y'all are dating men the same age, I wouldn't be asking them for no money either. Okay, sprunk. I'll be waiting for the next date with the older man. You was blocked on everything. Any tips? Pretty sure I'm done. Okay. If you're blocked on everything, be done. Because I really wouldn't be bothered with somebody that's blocking me. I'll be gone. Okay. Like, why would a man block you if you weren't emotionally out of control? You should. That's why you need more than one man. You have too many emotions for just one man. A lot of women don't realize this. If you're overly emotional, if you're emotionally attached to one person and you got to give your opinion and you got to argue about everything, you got to say this, you got to say that. A lot of men are just going to block women like that because they're not ready for an emotional attachment to that degree. That's why you need about 2 or 3 of them. And you can spread your emotional attachment among 2 and 3. And you ain't going to be worried about this one or that one because you're going to be busy with this one. Y'all be doing too much. Way too much. Most men don't like over-emotional women. They just don't. Thank you. What kind of business should we start with his money? Whatever kind you want, man. Whatever kind you're passionate about and can make money off of. I don't give out business ideas. I give out find your passion, or save the money until you can figure it out. Because if I tell you something that you don't like or have any interest in, what's the point? Okay? Don't go into business just to have a business. Go into business because you like what you're doing. That's how it becomes successful. Okay. Sprinkle. Someone says invested. Do something that's going to grow it until you figure out what you want to do with it. Okay. The reason why I don't like when y'all ask me what should you do is because if you don't know, I could say anything. Buy pickles. I don't know. Like, what is your passion? Y'all need to figure it out or wait until you do figure it out. Save the money. Yes. Sprinkle. Okay. Yes. All right, y'all. I know I haven't been on here for a few days, but yeah, I gotta cut this one short. Thank y'all so much. Y'all are so sweet. Sprinkle. I'm getting ready to go in the next 10 minutes, so if y'all have put your stuff in and let me know. Y'all got a couple of questions. I gotta be out in the next 2 minutes. Thank you. You said I look so young. Girl, I appreciate that. I might be back maybe either tomorrow. Gonna be back soon. I'm gonna be back this week, but not as long as I normally go because I got a lot of stuff to do. Like I'm in the middle of a move and we have to unpack. The movers are coming. So, and then the next week after that, we're going on vacation. So it's kind of like summertime stuff, so definitely we'll try to get on at least a couple of hours. All right. Sprinkle. You said give us more manipulation tactics. The less emotional you are, the better of a manipulator you can be. Work on your controlling your emotions. That is the best advice that anybody can ever get. If you work on controlling your emotions, you can be one of the best manipulators out there because you're not going to be triggered. People aren't going to easily be able to push your buttons. People are not going to get reactions out of you. They're not going to be able to see, what's next, because you're going to be, unbothered. So if you learn to control your emotions, you could do so much more, ladies. You can have so much more, and you could do so much more with what you get. Stop taking everything personally and start thinking about how you can benefit from the situations by not overreacting sometimes. Okay, you lost a famous billionaire when you were chatting. He asked you out, but you couldn't make it then. How? Now he doesn't respond back. I lost interest. How to get him back? Girl, it's too late. Sprinkle. Most billionaires think if you don't drop everything and get with them, that you're not really interested in them and you don't want that opportunity. But let me tell you, if they really like you, they'll be back. If not, they're on to the next. They have too much money to waste. You know what I mean? They got too much money to give. So, and usually they're not going to give you any of it either. So if he didn't give you no money in the beginning, in the first place, then who cares? It was just an opportunity to be out with someone famous and rich. But if you're not benefiting from it, like you could have benefited from the clout. But other than that, did he give you any money? Sprinkle. Hey girls. Yes, I've been like in the middle of a lot of stuff, so I finally decided to come on today. I know I don't normally come on the weekends. But I figured y'all missed me. Sprinkle. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes, we're renovating the other house, getting it ready. And they have to do a lot of stuff because there was some mold growing in the roof and the ceiling, the attic and stuff. It's an older house. Not old, but like it's pretty old. I guess 10 years, is that old? And the kids are teenagers now. One is graduated. The market price is really good. A lot of people are moving here from California. So our house value has gone up a lot, So it's the best, smartest thing to do. I want to go to the gym on the rich side, but don't have the classy gym clothes. Well, then go get some. Sprinkle. All black, baby. Just wear all black. Don't wear them ratchet, like up the booty pants. Just get you some all black. Black is already cute. And then figure it out from there. Questions on Cash App? Okay, thank you. I'm sorry. Didn't see it. Appreciate you. I need to turn my ringer on. I'm so sorry. Okay, let's see. Am I on the right one? Okay, here you are. Nakia also was here earlier, and I'm sorry if I didn't answer you, Nakia. You said I look 10 and fabulous. Thank you. Okay, B. For what I was over emotional, he just wanted me to chill. Okay, sprinkle. Yeah, you can't be over emotional these days. Men just don't want to deal with all that drama sometimes. You just got to be like, okay, whatever. And go talk to the other one. Okay, sprinkle. Because y'all be doing too much. Yeah, go get you some plain black gym clothes until you can afford to level up to nicer gym clothes. Okay, here you go. Mm-hmm. Do you stick with golf guy who is cheap, who have access to country club, other men? Yep. Just wander off and say, oh, I'm going to go figure out, I'm going to go walk around, or I'm going to go get a drink over here, just walk off and wander off. Yes. Get him for the access. Sprinkle. Okay, Ange, hold on. You said I missed your super chat. 1 second. Your provider says he wants you to communicate, but when I do, he starts being mean. So I close myself up again and he comes back being nice again. Okay, so lie. He wants you to tell him what he wants to hear. He don't want you to communicate what you feel. He wants you to tell him what he wants to hear. So you got to be strategic with that. You got to use reverse psychology when you tell him stuff that you're trying to say, but don't say it. So for example, you got to say something like, if he's bothering you and you say, I don't like when you do this and I don't like when you do that. You got to say, you know what? I love it when you do, and then name something you want him to do versus what you don't like him doing, because then he's going to get mad at you. If it's always something negative that you're communicating about, then he's going to take offense to it. That's how men are. So you got to say, you know what? I like it when you pay all them bills and take me shopping. Not, oh, we have a problem. Let's discuss this. Because if every talk and every communication is a problem, then every time every time you communicate, he's going to get in a bad mood. So communicate about what you want. Communicate about this money. Communicate about this shopping. Communicate about this lifestyle. Okay? Men don't need to know all. They already know they're not perfect. They already know they're going to make mistakes. They already know this. As women, we already should know this by now, that no man is perfect. Just get their money. And praise them for the good stuff that they do. If they do enough good stuff, if they ain't doing no good stuff, there ain't nothing there to praise. But you're doing good. Okay, you keeping my pockets full. You keeping me shopping. Wonderful. I appreciate that so much. I love when you do that. Keep it surface level. Exactly. Men don't care about all that deep stuff. They just don't. Okay, thank you. I'll see you later too. Hardaway Fitz, Sprinkle. Men don't care about communication. He's playing game. He care about you telling him what he wants to hear. Sprinkle, sprinkle. He says, should you wear makeup at the gym? I already answered this question so many times. Are you going to the gym to work out hard or to catch a man? Which one? Maybe work out hard one day at a gym on your side of town, and when you go to the rich side of town, put your makeup on and do a little light gym stuff, okay? Because y'all not understanding what I'm telling y'all. Okay? Go to your side of town where you are, or go to a gym, or not trying to meet anybody. Work out hard there with no makeup on. Because I don't even recommend that, but some of y'all gonna do it anyway. But when you go to the nice side of town where the rich men are, put some makeup on. Okay? Someone says waterproof makeup. Exactly. Why aren't you just work out hard to where you're not where all the dusties are with no makeup on? Then when you go to the rich side of town, put the makeup on and do something light. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Makeup at the gym seems a little attention seeking. Not really. Most people wear makeup everywhere they go. You can do light makeup. You don't have to do a full face of makeup, but you need to put something on your face. You're trying to get a man to approach you. I'm not saying go to the gym to not work out. I'm saying y'all are asking me questions about men. I'm not a workout guru. I don't care about the gym. Y'all are asking me questions about where to meet rich men. You want to meet rich men with no makeup on, looking like who did it and why, with bags up under your eyes and your face all sweaty? Well, go ahead. Someone was telling me they're from Miami and they wear makeup to the gym. No problem. Okay, go to Planet Fitness with no makeup on with the dusties and work out as hard as you can. Then put your makeup on, and then go to the nice side of town, go to the expensive gym and work out light and smile. Okay, do y'all not know what y'all are doing? Okay. Y'all need to pay attention. I'm gonna go find a rich man with bags under my eyes and no makeup on, looking like I've been outside all day sweating and working. Okay, well, good luck to you. Girl, put some makeup on. This is 2025. They got waterproof makeup. They got tinted lip balm. They have waterproof eyeshadow, waterproof eyeliner, waterproof mascara, waterproof eyebrow pencil. What y'all doing? They got waterproof everything now. Y'all sitting over here not understanding that they have all this technology, all this waterproof stuff, and y'all sitting over here talking about, I need to work out like I'm in front of Dusty's. No. Work out at your Dusty gym and then go to the nice gym and look cute. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said Dusty gym beat. Exactly. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Y'all are funny. Mm-hmm. You said you're 26 and giving up on men? Just don't give up on money. I'll give up on men too. Just don't give up on their money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Y'all keep saying the wrong stuff. The reason why you're giving up on men because you think they're supposed to be perfect. You're supposed to be focused on their money. Oh, DT Fabulous in the house. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you. Hey. Mm-hmm. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said you swam at a pool party with makeup before. You're right. Yes. Put the makeup on. I don't understand how y'all, okay, because like y'all always ask me where to meet people at. And I'm telling y'all, but then y'all don't want to look presentable. So I don't know. Do y'all really want to meet people? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Will birthday rich activities make other men on my roster jealous and step up after I post? Don't post other men on your social media if you're dating several. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Just post yourself having a good old time. It won't make other men jealous. It'll just make them feel a little bit more foolish for dealing with you. You never let your left hand know what your right hand doing. Okay? You just have to look like you are able to pull another one with money or more money. That's all you got to do. This should just be enough. Okay? They should already know that you will have no problem getting other people to do what you need them to do by the way you look and carry yourself. If you're trying to put something in someone's like face all the time, it's because you don't feel like you're not confident enough in yourself, or you don't feel like you look good enough for another man to think you can pull something better or the same. You know? If you got an older man out there who's paying for stuff and you're a beautiful woman and you're young, they already know you can go get somebody else with money. They already know that in their mind. It's obvious and it's common sense. You don't have to post other people. Okay? Just post yourself having a good time. They know somebody else paid for that. All right. Mm-hmm. If another woman is younger and hotter and hanging around, say at the bar, how to be unbothered? There are men that want different ages of women. There's different ages of men. You know? Knowing the right time to go. Older people usually go earlier. Younger people usually come out later. Go early. Go to lunch. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mm-hmm. Most of the old people or the older people, they don't want to deal with no like very young person who's going to look too strange. Still, so go out during the daytime You'll meet more older people versus hanging around a bunch of youngsters. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How do you handle his employee throwing themselves at him once he realizes that he's with me? Pick me shall only like my man once they see him with me. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. Well, you got to make up something to tell him about him. I don't know. My Instagram is linked in the description bar, y'all. It's Shira7 on Instagram. Yeah, and I'm verified. So, y'all are talking to her. I thought this is Shira. That's Sheila. Okay, Sheila giving out her Instagram. It's like my Instagram is linked. Why are y'all asking me? But anyway, if y'all don't follow it, definitely follow my Instagram. It's linked in the description, and I'm verified there. So that's how you know it's me. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How long should it take a man to propose? Is he in his 20s? Because I don't think men should propose in their 20s. I think they need to wait till their money get up. You shouldn't be looking for no proposal from nobody that ain't got no money. That can't totally provide for you. So can that man totally provide for you and a future family and give you the house, the lifestyle, and the car that you want and tell you don't have to work anymore? If not, why are you looking for marriage from that man? You looking for struggle? Okay. It's not about how long you date someone. It's about the lifestyle that they can give you before you entertain any type of marriage. Okay. Think about it. Can he provide you with all that you need and want? Don't think about marriage. Okay. Otherwise, y'all gonna be mad. Anyway, y'all, I'm getting ready to wrap it up. I appreciate everyone. I appreciate y'all. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I'm gonna be back soon. I'm gonna try not to go this long, but I am going on vacation in a week and a half. So I won't be around for the first week of June because I'll be on vacation, but I definitely is going to blog. And I might try to post if I can on social media, depending where I get a signal. You know, when you go on vacation, sometimes you can get a signal, sometimes you can't. So hopefully we'll be able to get something. What? How long does it take a man to get emotionally attached while you're in control? They got to like you 10 times more. Don't take too long. You got to be way out of their league. That's number one. So sprinkle, sprinkle. It takes about a week it takes about a week if you're way out of their league, especially if they like how you look. All right. All right, I'm gonna see y'all later. Thank y'all, everybody who donated. I appreciate you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Definitely, if you want to join the Patreon and join tier 2 and up, you can message me directly and I'll answer your questions back within a few days. That's what I'm going to go do right now, is answer all the Patreon questions. And definitely check out all the PDF books and journaling prompts and posts that are on the Patreon. If you have joined the mail out tier, I might be a little bit behind mailing out the stuff for like there was like 2 or 3 people at the end of May, and then I'll definitely get everything out in June for sure. But thank y'all so much. I might send y'all a little extra something in y'all's letters. So I'll see y'all soon. Thank y'all. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Bye.